That's what I needed. Thanks. Clear, but hey, chill out. We'll get you to the game. Come on, everybody. Let's roll.
Okay, I need a category. Well, looks like this category is, shall I compare thee to an Uzi? $2,000 for a correct answer. Flex those fingers, 'cause here it comes. Suppose you're a bounty hunter tracking the narrator of Robert Frost's poem, The Road Not Taken, through the woods. Which road would you take to try to catch him? The other one, the one less traveled by, the road by the babbling brook, or the road not taken? Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by.
That was your first mistake. Say your prayers, poet boy!
Category, please. Let's see what we got going. A dog on a psychiatrist's couch. This one can net you $1,000. Hey, you know how TV's Frasier is always butting heads with that dog Eddie? Well, picture this. Frasier decides to send Eddie to obedience school, but accidentally sends him to civil disobedience school. How will Eddie likely react the next time Frasier wants him off the sofa? Eddie will rip Frasier to shreds, Eddie will rip the couch to shreds, Eddie will go limp and stay on the sofa, or Eddie will try to pee on Frasier from the sofa. Civil disobedience is a refusal to obey laws characterized by nonviolent resistance. So Eddie will stay put until either the show is canceled or he gets a spin-off series of his own. All right, hit me. 1, 2, praise the Almighty 3. Well, what do we have here? A name in vain stays mainly in the brain. $3,000 for this one. Hey, don't you hate when this happens? It's your first day working at the temple of the Norse goddess of marriage, and you've already locked yourself out. What's the most appropriate thing for you to say? Where the hell are my frigging keys? Whoever took my keys can blow me. Hey, some bimbo snatched my keys. Or, I locked myself out. What a pisser. Whoever took my keys can blow me? Cool. Hope someone takes my keys. For the curious, here's the right answer. The Norse goddess of marriage was Frigg, so you have indeed lost your frigging keys. Better pray to the finder of lost things, the goddess face. I need a category.
You can't stop at freedom, you gotta have fun, yeah!
The category? All my rowdy friends are coming to Iowa. How does $2,000 sound? Know what I think? I think pro football needs another expansion team. I know, call me crazy. Considering its French translation, what would be the best name for a pro football expansion team in Des Moines, Iowa? The men, the monks, the money, or the compost heaps? In French, the word moine means monk. Which means they'd be a team with few drug problems, but they'd never have anything to say during interviews. Okay, pick a category.
Let's blow this time and head for number 5.
This one's called 75 Degrees and Colon, and you're playing for $3,000 cash money. Heads up, here it comes. If London Fog used weather symbols on their trench coats, how might you expect the label to read? London bullet point, London equal sign, London asterisk, or London comma? The equal sign is the weather symbol for light fog. Yeah, I had a flight delayed once due to excessive mathematics. Lost my luggage, too. All right, hit me. Say hello to I'll Be There For You, unless I'm Chandler. Get it right, I'm handing over $2K. Think fast. If Matthew Perry were replaced by Commodore Matthew Perry on an episode of Friends, what would you most likely see happen? Chandler breaking the sound barrier, Chandler playing old computer games, Chandler sailing into Tokyo Harbor, or Chandler becoming pregnant? computer games. No, that's what would happen if Matthew Perry was replaced by a Commodore 64 computer. Hey, if a monkey can become a star on that show. Should have picked this. Commodore Perry sailed into Tokyo Harbor in 1853 and forced Japan to open its harbors to the outside world. In an historical side note, Commodore Perry also made a failed attempt at a movie career. Okay, I need a category.
7, lucky 7.
Pucker up 4. Homicide can be a barrel of laughs. This one's worth $1,000. Put your tray in the upright position. It's time for takeoff. Which of the following lists contains in order a weapon, a color, and a clown? Harpoon, maroon, buffoon, loon, doubloon, Cameroon, boon, spittoon, balloon, or platoon, lampoon, bassoon? Oh, beautiful. Harpoon, maroon, buffoon. Good to know next time you stage a murder spree at the circus. Category, please. You chose wisely, my friend. You just got your hands on a dis or dat. And this dis or dat question's category is precious sitcom characters. Now listen up. I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each one I want you to tell me whether it's the name of a birthstone or the name of a Cosby Show character. Oh, I see. You've got this thing down. Well, I'll put 30 seconds on the clock then. Let's dance. Pearl, birthstone or Cosby? Opal. Ruby. Sandra. Rudy. Topaz. Last one. That's all she wrote. What can I say? 7 out of 7. I got nothing to criticize here. Now, that does not suck. Let's move on. Okay, pick a category.
Aloha, question number 9.
And I believe this one's called Grab Your Beret and Wake the Kids. And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Hey, it's time for the Family Avant-Garde Film Fest. Now each week we recreate a cutting-edge movie that is carefully censored for family viewing. Let's hear a clip from this week's show.
Any of you move and I'll execute every last one of you!
What film are we recreating? Angel, Pulp Fiction, Thelma and Louise, or Mary Poppins? You're hearing a heavily censored moment from Pulp Fiction. It's still pretty good, but the part where Travolta gets shot sounds like this. Ow! Goodness! I need a category. Hey, guess what? Now you can brag to all your friends that you've been part of a 3-way. Okay, listen up. This is pretty simple. You're going to see a 3-way like this one. If you buzz in when the correct member of the 3-way is lit up, it's $1,000 in the bank. But be careful. If you don't make a correct match, you'll lose some cash every time you're wrong. And be careful. Individual answers don't necessarily have anything to do with the 3-way as a group. Okay. This 3-way is known as...
Gee, a pack of rats!
And that means for this one, we've got the quintessential group of rats, Frank, Sammy, and Dean. Here we go. And for goodness sake, be careful.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
Well, that's all we got to show you. Now, clean yourself up while we see how you did. Wow, I'm just speechless. You're the best I've ever had, I swear. While I regain my composure, let's check out your overall score. Yes, it's time to move on now, but I'll never forget our special experience together. Whatever your name is.